Laudetur Jesus Christus. Praised be Jesus Christ. Welcome to this live broadcast from St. Peter's Square on this Easter Monday. In just a few moments, Pope Francis will come to the window of the Apostolic Palace and greet us at noon before praying the Regina Caeli. This is the traditional Marian prayer during the Easter season or Eastertide. From wherever you are joining us, I would like to welcome you to this live broadcast. Some of you may be joining us through various outlets of Vatican News, perhaps the Vatican News app or the Radio Vatican app, the Vatican News web portal or Vatican News English YouTube channel or our Facebook live feed. We also welcome all of you who are joining us through our partner broadcast stations. Some of you may be joining us through EWTN TV, Catholic Faith Network in America, Salt and Light TV, Radio Maria England, Shalom World Television Networks USA, Atma Darshan TV, Shalom TV India and Sunday Shalom, Catholic TV, UCTV Uganda Catholic Television, and others of you may be joining us through various partner radio stations throughout the world, local or diocesan, and especially those of you joining us through Luminous Radio in India and Radio Maria Papua New Guinea. A very warm welcome to you all. My name is Devin Watkins, and I will be providing the commentary and translation for this Regina Caeli. We also welcome all of you who are joining us through our dedicated American Sign Language broadcast that is made possible with the help of our friends at the Deaf Catholic Youth Initiative for the Americas. And as you know, yesterday was Easter Sunday, the high point of the Church's liturgical year, and Pope Francis celebrated this with Easter Mass on Sunday morning here in St. Peter's Square. Over 60,000 faithful gathered with the Pope to celebrate this important Mass to mark the Lord's resurrection. The square, as per tradition dating back to 1985, the Vatican Square was decorated with flowers from the Netherlands. And since the Pope had already delivered his Easter homily at the Easter Vigil Mass in St. Peter's Basilica on the night of Holy Saturday, the Holy Father did not deliver another homily yesterday, as is usually the case on this Mass during the day. However, afterwards, he met with pilgrims. He spoke to pilgrims from the Basilica, the facade of the Basilica, for his traditional Easter Urbi et Orbi, that is, to the city and to the world, where he prayed for peace and recalled the many areas of the world that are not enjoying the fruits of peace, but are torn by war and conflict and violence. Right now we see the window of the Apostolic Palace, the curtains drawn back, and Pope Francis comes to the microphone and will greet us. We hear the crowds greet him.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buongiorno e buona Pasqua.
Dear brothers and sisters, good morning and happy Easter. Today, Monday of the octave of Easter, the Gospel shows us the joy of the women at the resurrection of Jesus. The text says they abandoned the tomb with great joy and ran to tell his disciples. This joy, which is born from the living encounter with the risen one, is a powerful emotion which impels them to spread and to tell what they have seen, to share our joy. This is a wonderful experience. which we learn from a very young age. Think of a child who gets a good mark, a good grade at school, and can't wait to show his or her parents. Or a young person who achieves their first success in sport. Or a family in which a child is born. Let us try to remember, each of us, a moment that was so happy that it was even difficult to put it into words, but which we wish to tell everyone about immediately. So the women on Easter morning live this experience, but in a much greater way. Why? Because the resurrection of Jesus is not just wonderful news or the happy ending of a story, but something that changes our lives completely and forever. It is the victory of life over death. Hope. This is what Jesus' resurrection is. Hope over despondency. Jesus broke through the darkness of the tomb and lives forever. His presence can fill anything with light. With him, every day becomes a step in an eternal journey. Every today can hope for a tomorrow. Every end, a new beginning. Every instant is projected beyond the limits of time, towards eternity. Brothers, sisters, the joy of the resurrection is not something far away. It is very close. It is ours, because it was given to us on the day of our baptism. Since then, we too, like the women, can meet the risen one, and he says to us, as he did to them, "Do not fear." And, brothers and sisters, let us not give up the joy of Easter, but how do we enjoy, how do we carry it forward? How can we fuel this joy, like the women did, by encountering the risen one, because he is the source of a joy that never ceases? So let us hasten to seek him in the Eucharist, in his forgiveness, in prayer, and in lived charity. And let us not forget that the joy of Jesus goes the other way, because joy, when it shares, grows. May the Virgin Mary, who at Easter rejoiced in her risen Son, help us to be joyful witnesses.
Resurrexit, sicut dixit, Alleluia.
Ora pro nobis Deum, Alleluia.
Gaude et letare, Virgo Maria, Alleluia.
Quia surrexit Dominus Vere, Alleluia.
Deus, qui per resurrezione Filii Tui Domini nostro Christi, mundum letificare dignatus est, presta quesumus, ut per ium genetricem Virgine Maria, perpetui capiamus gaudia vitae, per Christum Dominum nostrum.
Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Pro fidelibus defuntis, requiem aeternam dona eis Domine.
Et lux perpetua luceat eis.
Requiescant in pace.
Amen.
Sit nomen Domini benedictum.
Ex hoc nunc et usque in saeculum.
Aiuterium nostrum in nomine Domini.
Qui fecit caelum et terram.
Benedicat vos, omnipotens Deus, Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen.
Amen.
And now the Holy Father will likely greet those present.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, rinnovo
Dear brothers and sisters, I renew to everyone my Easter greetings and blessings. And I welcome all of you and thank all of you who have sent me messages of closeness and prayer. To all of you and to families and communities, may the joy of the Lord, resurrected Lord, come to you. May the peace of Christ also come to those places that is most in need, peoples who are torn by war, by hunger, by all forms of oppression. I warmly greet all of you Romans and people of various countries, and I greet the priests of the pastoral care of an Italian parish, and those, the diaconate of the Pio di Argentino.
Buon lunedì dell'Angelo.
A happy
Continua la gioia della Pasqua.
Easter Monday.
Per
May the
favore, non
joy of
dimenticatevi di
Easter
pregare
continue.
per me.
And please do not forget to
Buon
pray for
pranzo
me.
e arrivederci.
Have a good lunch. And until next time. And with that, Pope Francis greets us, prays for peace, and invites everyone to enjoy this continuing Easter season. So the Triduum ended yesterday evening at Vespers on Easter Sunday, but the Easter season, Eastertide, continues all the way through to Pentecost. And so, with that, we thank all of you as we hear the bells of St. Peter's toll for joining us for this live broadcast of the recitation of the noonday Regina Caeli with Pope Francis here in St. Peter's Square on Easter Monday. Please visit the Vatican News web portal, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube accounts for coverage of today's Regina Caeli and other Vatican and world news. We will be back again live on Wednesday when the Pope will lead the general audience from St. Peter's Square. On behalf of Vatican Media, I would like to thank our in-studio audio technician, Adriano Vitali, and Father Pavel Reitel, the audio coordinator, as well as all of our media partners on TV and radio, and our friends at DYCIA who have made this broadcast possible, and to all of you for joining us. A blessed Easter to you all. Laudetur Jesus Christus, praised be Jesus Christ.